Guys, and welcome to King Dedede's Vlogs. What happened to my taskbar there? Welcome to King Dedede's Vlogs once again. Today we are going to be doing a remake of my Draw My Life video. So, I'm going to first start by saying that I was born on June 11th. Wait, no, I don't have my hat yet. I was born on June 11th. Bro, did I seriously say June 11th? June 10th, bro. June 10th. And June 10th was a very special day for me because I was born that day. This is me, right here. And I had a very cool family. Well, I would say they're maybe not as cool as you may think, but okay. So I had obviously Nabbit, shush. Okay, so I had my father. My father was very muscular. He's very manly. He was a construction worker, and he had this really big mustache. I also had my mom, who took care of us. She was also very nice. And then I had my two brothers. Their names were Daryl and Brett. I keep drawing the nose wrong. Actually, the beak is technically what it is, not a nose, but whatever. So this is my family, the Dedede family. Very cool family. And so this part is a little bit depressing, but when I was young, my brothers used to make fun of me because I was bald, and they had this really, really long hair, this really amazing hair, and here I was just sitting there with no hair, and they would always make fun of me. They would be like, bro, you so bald, you so ugly. They'd be so mean, and I would always hate that, but sadly my parents couldn't do anything because they were always really busy, so I was always alone, and so I just had to deal with it. I gotta draw their hair. Obviously, they can't be bald because they still have hair to this day. Obviously. But. Okay, so when I was 5 years old, my dad was laid off. He lost his job. So, yeah, we didn't really have much money. So, it was really hard for my parents to take care of me and my brothers. So, they had to send us off to none other than my amazing grandparents. My Grammy and my Grampy. So I'm going to draw them because they're very awesome. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so. Of course, they had hair too. I was like the only person in my family who didn't have hair. So these are my grandparents. Very amazing. They were always super nice to me. And my brothers, when they would bully me, my grandparents would always stand up for me and say, bro, you cannot just bully King Dedede like that. Actually, my name was not King, obviously, because I wasn't King yet. And they would always call me by my first name, which I'm not going to reveal that. So I graduated from high school at age 18, obviously. And I didn't really pass with flying colors or anything. I almost failed, but I was really happy that I graduated. I'm not the smartest person, obviously, but I still graduated. I still got some pretty good grades in phys ed. I wasn't as full back then. I didn't have that big of a tummy, so I was a bit better with phys ed back then. So I went to Dreamland after that. I left my home. My brothers had already left by then because, you know, they were like 21 almost, basically. So I left my home with my grandparents, and I went off to live in Dreamland. But before I left, I was given two amazing things. First of all, I was given my grandfather's hat that he used to have back when he was younger. And I was also given my hammer, which was also from my grandfather. Back when he also worked as a construction worker. But okay, so here's the big explanation of why the whole construction thing. We used to have a family business, but then it went out of business, and I was given this hammer, so I would always remember that the family comes first. Even if I couldn't participate in the business, I could go and find a real job, but I would always remember that family came first. Okay, so next, I went to Dreamland, and my first job that I ever got was I worked at a restaurant. They sold Mexican food like tacos and burritos, and I really loved working there. All the people that worked there were really nice to me, and I really loved that job. A lot of great customers, obviously not all great customers. There was always some bad customers you had to deal with, you know? And that was where I met my good old friend, Midnight. Midnight lives in the castle. So I was like, oh my gosh, you live in a castle? That is so cool. But he said he hated being a servant. So I said, but it's better than this life, because I had to live in a crummy apartment. But he said that he could take me to the castle one day, because they were accepting visitors sometimes, and I was one of the lucky few that was able to get in time. I was able to get a reservation to get inside of the literal castle of Dreamland. So cool, bro. And okay, so I went to the castle, and I met a lot of cool people there. Then I was waiting for Midnight because he had to go to the men's room. Not really funny, but whatever. So I was waiting there, just like, yeah, whatever. I was kind of bored. And I saw this one closet. So I was like, wonder what's in there. So I went into the closet, and I found none other than what is called ketchup. I bet everybody loves ketchup. I love ketchup. You love ketchup, probably. I mean, who doesn't love ketchup? Really, ketchup. Ketchup is like the greatest thing ever. So, I maybe stole all of it. Bro. Okay, so, then, when we left, then when I left, when I was told that I could leave, the guards caught me when I dropped my ketchup that I was hiding. So, I dropped it all, and so basically I was just like, oh no, what am I gonna do? They're gonna arrest me, they're gonna execute me. So the guards took me to no. The guards took me to the throne room. The literal throne room. Oh my gosh, girl. I was really scared at that point. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I was really scared. So what I ended up doing was I went to the throne room, and I went in there, and they were like, give us the ketchup back. I was like, I'm not getting executed? And they said, no, just give us the ketchup. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Like a moron, because I love ketchup. But I should probably just let them have the ketchup, but I didn't. So they were like, you better give us the ketchup right now, or else, bro, or else. And there was a king standing right there, literally right there in front of me, and I refused to give him a stupid condiment, bro. He said, fine, we'll make a trade. I mean, they love ketchup that much that they were willing to make a trade for it? I mean, they're literal royalty. I guess they really didn't want anything bad happening to their ketchup. So I said, sure, why not the throne? And he was like, okay, which I was like, wait, what? So yeah, it was pretty crazy. So that was how I got the throne. And I became king. It was probably the greatest day of my life, bro. I was the literal king of Dreamland. I was the literal king. That was such a great moment for me in my life. I was just chilling because I was a king now. And that is where we are today. So I'm like the greatest. And to think that all this started all because of a little piece of ketchup, or maybe some ketchup packets, but either way, all this started because of some stupid condiment named ketchup. So I have to thank the makers of ketchup for this. Shout out to them. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel. Go subscribe to... Who invented... Hold on. Hey Siri, who invented ketchup? Ah. Hey Siri, who invented ketchup?
Here's what I found from reference.com. The first known tomato ketchup recipe was invented by James Meese in 1812.
Go subscribe to James Meese. He made ketchup in 1812, and I'm sure he has a YouTube channel. Just go look for it. So thank you all for watching. That is literally all I have to say. This was a very amazing video. So go subscribe to James Meese for me. He created ketchup. Shout out to him. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye!